Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 142 of the Your Next Level Mastermind. And our topic for today is something that I really am interested in hearing. It's about how can we help each other more? And the whole purpose of this is exactly what those words mean. I'd like you to think about what help you could give others and what help maybe they could give you. But more important, how could we help each other working as a team? Okay. So think that through, because I'd like to be able to, one person on their own can do so much. But if we had 5 or 10, or just even if we only have 10 people join us tonight, if we had 10 people working together to try and help each other, surely it must make a huge difference to your business outcome. I can't see how it could fail. I don't know how it could possibly fail. So with that in mind, that's the topic we're going to talk about. For those who are watching the replay, I'd like you very much, please, to reach out and connect with. I don't care whether you do it with text or with speech, but connect with and make a time to talk with each of these people. Jeff and Janet and Sandra and Pat, John, Lilia, Fred, Olga. You can't see at the moment because she's busy walking, but at the time she's there. Please reach out and meet these people. Make the time to talk to them. They are giving up their time to share their thoughts and their feelings and their expertise and their aspirations, and it's, you just truly can't miss this opportunity. I say this every week, but I'll say it again. You don't know who they know. And you know what? They could open doors for you or solve problems for you or create opportunities for you that you never even knew don't existed. So all I'm saying to you is don't miss this opportunity. Make sure their links will be under this video. And especially I want to make sure they've got links that they can contact directly and book a time with you. Please make sure you do that. Please make sure you do that. And Olga, if it's a bit difficult for you to do on your mobile while you're walking, let me know in a message and I'll put yours in for you, okay? So without any further ado, for those people watching the recording, let's get them to introduce themselves, okay? So you can get an idea, a little bit of what they look like, but do not judge their business by the reasons why you should reach out to them, because they may be in a different business to what you want, but they may know people that you will never get access to. So if you want to grow your business, really grow your business, think about the topic we've got for today. How can we help each other? And I'm saying the same thing to you people who are watching the recording. How can you help yourself? By letting these people work with you and help with you, okay? That's the message. It's a powerful message, and it's one that very few people bother with because they try to do it all on their darn own. And it's not worth it. This world's too damn tough, all right? And it's skeptical, it's distrusting as well. So please do yourself a favor, reach out and just talk with these people. They're not going to sell you anything. They're just going to find out what you would need, how are you, and build a relationship with you that can continue and maybe for the rest of your life. Who knows? You never know, right? All right. So without any further ado, I'm going to start the introductions for each of these people, okay? And I'll just introduce Bill, who's come in. And Jeff, I'm going to start with you because you were first here today and you thought you were going to be talking to yourself and just me, right? So I'm going to start with you, Jeffrey, and then followed by Janet. Over to you, Jeff.
Hello, guys. I'm Jeff Veal, the business guru from downtown Manila. Think of me as like Henry Ford, the man who built the motor cars. I don't know how to build motor cars at all, neither did he. But he knew how to put a wonderful team together. And that's what I've got, guys. So if you need some help from our wonderful team here in Manila, reach out. And if I don't know, I can guarantee you I know someone else who does know. So thanks. This is the business guru from downtown Manila in the Philippines.
Thank you, Jeffrey, very much indeed. Janet Pacelli, followed by John Allen.
Good morning. Good morning. Hi, I'm Janet coming to you from Florida. I'm here to introduce you to a game changer in natural wellness, Super Patch. In just 60 seconds, picture this. A simple patch unlocking your body's potential for improved balance, enhanced comfort, and elevated performance. Whether you're an athlete seeking peak performance or someone on a wellness journey just wanting to go for a walk, do chores around the house and not have additional pain, this is your secret weapon, backed by cutting-edge neurotechnology, vibro-tactile, braille for the skin kind of technology. The Super Patch is designed to optimize your body's performance. No pills, no fuss, just peel, stick, and feel the difference. Ready to upgrade your well-being effortlessly? Let's chat about how Super Patch can redefine your journey to a healthier, more balanced life. Isn't it time you felt super? Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Very much indeed. John Allen, followed by Fred Gillen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, no matter where you are in this big, beautiful world of ours. I'm John D. Allen of Allen Small Coaching. What do? I promote selling without selling, empowering marketing, transforming your relationships into revenue. This is done through learning how to create real connections, adopting a new mindset around marketing, inspiration, and motivation. We can all use help in some way or shape or form. Reach out. Thanks, John Allen, Allen Small Business Coaching.
Thank you very much, John. Very much indeed. Fred Gillen, followed by Lydia.
Thanks, Peter. Hi, guys. Fred Gillen. I'm from Melbourne, Australia. I run a digital agency called More Marketing Ideas. And why did I call it More Marketing Ideas? Well, that's the name of my business. And if you Google more marketing ideas because you want more marketing ideas, then you're going to find more marketing ideas, because that's what I am. If you're a business coach, you need more marketing ideas. If you're Santa, well, Santa really doesn't need more marketing ideas because he lives in the North Pole, but still somebody might need more marketing ideas, and he can give them more marketing ideas as part of that present of Christmas. And you can have a Christmas in July with Santa and get more marketing ideas. And the other thing you can do, if you want one of those patches, well, what's the patch? The patch gives you more marketing ideas. And if you can't remember the name of my business, it's More Marketing Ideas. And all you need to do is Google More Marketing Ideas, because that's what I do, guys. I give you more marketing ideas. Fred Gillen, More Marketing Ideas.
By the way, Fred, what do you do?
That was very clever, Fred.
Tell me more.
My God. You even pulled Janet Pacelli into the whole process. Okay, thank you, matey. Lydia, followed by Bill Pickett.
You're muted, Lydia. No audio. No audio.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
Turn your volume up a little bit, because I'm going to have to get too close to the screen.
Thank you. I love the energy in here. My name is Lydia. I'm from East Africa, Kenya. And I'm a virtual assistant helping you with email management, calendar management, social media marketing, and also content creation on LinkedIn. Now, Santa, if you need anyone to sort you out when you have a lot of files, you need somebody to just organize them, I'm just a call away. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Actually, your audio is not as clear as it should be, but it may be because of the internet connection you've got in Kenya. But It's lovely to see your smiling face. So welcome. You're always welcome. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Bill Pickett, followed by Olga.
Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is in your part of the world. My name is Bill Pickert, and I help solopreneurs and my mind went blank. Solopreneurs and coaches increase their engagement so that they get out in front of more people and start building their authority, and eventually can turn that into making money. So my challenge was last week. It didn't come off without a hitch, but it went forward, and we're continuing. We're actually, was with my team yesterday, and we're already laying out the plans for the next one. We're going to change some things around, try to make the enrollment process a little bit easier and everything. So we're moving on, and then there's going to be a lot more going on. We're just getting together after the thing. The other group is going to be opening up full swing of the engagement accelerator. We're moving everybody over from the one group to the other, and then there's going to be a lot of other trainings that are going to be going on within that group, and it's an exciting time, and got a lot more going on in the future. So
Thank you, Bill. And do me a favor, would you check your messages? I left you a personal voice message.
okay,
Okay, so
sure will.
I'd like you to listen to it. Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much, mate.
Thank you.
All righty. Olga, can you speak while you're off camera?
I
Oh,
can,
yes,
of
you
course I can. Yeah, not very professional looking, but it's cold here in Britain. So that's why I have to really cover up and have several layers, but I still want to go for a walk, and I'm walking alongside the river. So you are with me. So what I do, I help people to build better relationships with themselves as well as with their partners and beyond. Taking it to workplace was truly magical, because when you see leaders having much better relationship with their staff, magic happens. True success skyrockets in organizations when those relationships are so much better. So I do mindset coaching as well as relationship coaching, as I mentioned. And when I speak on self-leadership and relationships. So when it comes to help, I'm just ready to help those people who are committed to themselves to be in much better relationships with themselves, their loved ones, and their work colleagues. That's it.
Olga, that's beautifully said. Can I ask you one quick
Thank you.
question? When you talk
Of
with
course.
people about their relationships, okay? Can you give me some quick idea of what type of person would be an ideal for your talents and resources? Any age group?
You mean what type of person I would like to work with, or what exactly do you mean?
In other words, if someone had a relationship issue, is there some preferred age group you like to deal with, or it doesn't matter?
Oh, the age group. No, it doesn't matter. My oldest client was 73, and it's really phenomenal story. He was the age of 73. He was twice widowed, and he was dating 4 women at the same time when he came to work with me. I know.
Peter,
I
take
know.
note of that one.
I know, it was crazy case. It
Can you
really
give
was
me
a crazy
telephone
case.
number, Olga? I need your telephone number.
Yeah, look at Peter's eyes light up. Look, it took a bing.
Seriously, it was crazy case. And he came to work with me in November. And in February, he met his lady. And they got married in May. And they're still together. I regularly stay with my clients. I regularly check out on them. So they still stay together. It's been already 3 years. And it was all down to really releasing lots of relationship blocks, which he had, lots of relationship mindset limitations, which he had, as a result, dating 4 women at the same time at the age of 73, right? It's crazy. But as a result, it was a beautiful journey for him, and I'm so ever happy. So there's no age limit. There's no age limit. And when it comes to issues, whether it was infidelity trauma you had, somebody cheated on you, or you just unlucky, as they say in a relationship, it's not that. It's the stories in the subconscious that we have that don't allow us to have beautiful relationship that we want to have. And as a result, we think, I do want to be in a relationship, but I can't. I wonder why. It's the subconscious. And that's exactly what I work with people on, their subconscious.
Thank you, Olga, very much indeed.
It's a
Just send
pleasure.
me
It's a
telephone
pleasure.
number when you're ready.
Of course. Of course.
God bless you.
I'll
Thank
go
you.
off the video again.
Okay, bye. Pat Dreyer. Follow that, mate.
It's gonna be hard, I'll tell you what. But it shows that there's hope for us old guys, eh?
My wife wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah, neither would mine. Yeah, neither would
Not
mine.
mine. Yep. She's listening too.
Yeah.
So.
Uh-oh. Sitting over there with the dog, huh?
Yep.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
you're stumped for words, Pat Dryer, are you?
All right, here we go. Hey, everybody, I'm Pat Dryer, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, here in the United States. And I show people how to make money. And I use the leverage of network marketing and a company called My Daily Joyce as the vehicle to build that home business for you. There's just 3 simple steps. It's really just a lot of people doing a little bit. And that's it. And once you learn these skills, you never have to work for someone else ever again. So I'm looking for a partner. And if that's you, I'll show you everything you need to know to get started for free and help you get fast results. Not in your dating, but in your business world. Thank you, Peter.
Patrick, I think Olga got to you because you know what you just said?
No.
You work with My Daily Joyce. They're the words you use.
I don't even think I know a Joyce, but I'm bound to meet one here soon, huh?
What Pat was trying to say was My Daily Choice, but I think you just got a little bit distracted.
Just a bit.
I think it might have been your hearing, Peter.
No, you wait till the replay. Anyway, I'm having
Thank you,
fun.
Fred. Fred, I owe you, buddy.
No, we all trust and believe in you, Fred. Anyway, you know that. I mean, I'm not sure about you, Fred, but definitely Pat. Take it. That's a joke, Fred. Please take it as a joke. Okay. Alpha Freeman. Alpha Freeman. What about you, my man? Followed by Santa Claus himself.
Hi everyone, my name is Alpha Freeman. I'm based here in Frankfurt, Germany, originally from the United States of America. I'm the host of Next Generation Business Talk, and I interview entrepreneurs and business solopreneurs from all around the world, both in person and also online recently. I recently just completed the first season for Next Generation Business Talk of the 2023 season. And I'm currently looking for new people to interview for the 2024 season. So if you have any ideas, any interests, please reach out to me and I'll be glad to interview you. Thanks a lot, Peter.
Thank you very much, Alpha. And Lydia, could you make sure in the chat you put your best contact details? All right. So people can contact you.
Okay.
All righty.
All right.
Santa Claus, over to you.
Oh, everyone. Oh, it's so good to be here. I'm sorry I missed everyone last week. It's good to be here. Coming to you from my vacation spot in Florida, even though my background doesn't really show that. Although, I tell you what, it's chilly here in Florida. Need the fireplace going. It's 50 degrees out. So it's just really, oh, I tell you, it's so good to be here. I'm here because I just love this. To spread the joy of Christmas. And that's my goal, is to spread the joy of Christmas cheer all year round. So who do you know, and I want to do it in a special way, that would love to have a visit with Santa? Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to coordinate visits from Santa all year round via Zoom. So a 15 or 30-minute Zoom session with Santa. Imagine that. With a private visit within the comfort of your own home. So who do you know that has a youngster, a niece, a nephew, or a grandchild that could use a mid-year check-in, a birthday greeting, or a special message from Santa? I work with kids from 1 to 92. So that special message could be something like, hey, great job this month on sales, Jim. And, I love working with people and spreading that joy and the cheer and love all year round. So I'm going to put all my contact information in the chat box here. So when you have a chance, send me an email. I am looking forward to working with you.
Thank you very much, Santa Claus. Thank you very much.
Peter, I'm going to tell you, Santa does such a good job with the kids. I've had him talking to my grandkids for the last 3 years now, and they look forward to this every year, even though the oldest hasn't believed in Santa for 2 years. But I tell you, Santa talks to him and he says, you have to believe in the idea that things are possible, and Santa is there in your mind, in your heart.
It's in your heart. Santa is in your heart.
Actually,
And that's where I want to
beautiful.
be with everybody. I want to be in everybody's heart.
That's beautiful. Yeah, thank you, Pat.
And,
That's a really good
and
way
I
to
tell you, those kids are the most special kids that I have ever talked to. They are
Well,
wonderful.
thank you, Santa.
Wow. And now before we go to the apologies and the topic, okay, Fred, can I just throw to you from because Fred's running a function on Saturday morning, correct?
Friday US time. Yeah,
Friday US time.
Friday 7 p.m. Eastern US time.
Yeah. Those who got my emails and that or the messages that, would you please make the most of it? Because I think it sounds like a fantastic opportunity. So I wish you well, and Fred, I will try and get there on be Saturday morning. Time.
Yeah, Saturday your time.
If you can send me a link or something,
Yep.
And I'll be there. And I wish you well with it because I think it's a fantastic opportunity. Well done, Fred. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, I've got some apologies. Who said they were cold? Was it you, Santa Claus? Someone said they were cold in Florida, and Olga said, "How can you get cold in Florida, right?"
But how can he get cold when he's from the bloody North Pole?
Yeah.
Well, I bet it's when I'm used to the 70 and 80 degree weather down here that I just absolutely thrive in. When it hits 50, even 40, it's a reminder of the North Pole. I love it, but I prefer to wear shorts.
Well, the reason I asked,
you got to come a little further south around here. It's 70 today.
I mean, the reason I said that is because one of the apologies I've got is from one of our beautiful ladies who's always supporting us, right? Yvonne Jones, right? And she's in Jamaica. And the reason she's not here is because she's freezing in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right?
No.
Yes, and she's freezing so much, and I'm sure Yvonne might be saying this because she watched the replay, right? But all her joints are so sore and stiff, she can't move, right?
Oh.
This is Jamaica. This is not the North Pole. This is Jamaica.
Yeah.
Ouch.
She needs her.
Once in a while, a cold blast from the north gets that far south.
Yeah. So Yvonne, if you're watching the replay, keep warm. I just can't believe Jamaica never get cold. Goodness me. Gracious.
Yeah. A low
have
of
to talk to the
70
cold
and a
miser.
high of 89. So 70 is cold in Jamaica.
Right. That sounds like
70 in
Thailand.
Jamaica.
I've told you before, but in centigrade, when the temperature gets below 20 here, everyone lights fires. Apologies, everybody. Apologies. One from George Nagel. Second from Yvonne, I just mentioned. Thirdly, from Glenda Kroll. She'll be here next week. She can't make it this week. From Brenda Sheldrake. She's been up all night and I said, go and rest. Penny Kennedy, she would love to be here because this is the topic she really wanted to talk about, but she's tied up and she can't make it. And Ashwin Nui. Ashwin Nui's got a session on right now, so he can't get there. But his question was, he'd say to people, in terms of the question, which is, how can we help each other? One of the things he'd like to know from people is, where are you stuck? Where are you stuck in your business? So Ashwin, I've done your bit for you, okay? But in the meantime, let's get back to these people here and let's see what your thoughts are, okay? In terms of how can we help each other more? We're all different. We're all in different industries. We all come from different levels of experience and expertise and ages and everything else, different levels of enthusiasm and optimism and a whole lot of things, right? But we can help each other. We really can help each other. So, and this includes you, Olga, okay? So I want you to think about this. So just raise your hand if you get the opportunity, and I'll take you in the order that your hands are raised. And I will definitely, what's this here? Oh yeah, there's a message from Santa Claus. And I will definitely try and finish within the hour because I appreciate your time. So Fred, you've got your hand up first. You beat John Allen to the punch, which is pretty clever. More marketing ideas from Fred. How can we help each other? I'd love to hear your story.
Okay, and I didn't actually beat John. He actually had his hand up and then he dropped back, and I snuck in under him. So really should John should have he should have the Guernsey. but however, I'll accept it. So because that's just one of my marketing ideas, grab it the opportunity when it arises, you know. The one thing that frustrates me, and I encourage everybody to change their ways when it comes to social media. We all get involved in social media and we all post on social media. Now we've got, what have we got? We've got what's that, that's 11 people
11.
in the room, right? 11. So there's 10 other people besides yourself. If all of us did something to help each other, then suddenly that exponentially improves everything because it just grows. So one of the things that everybody can do today is that when you post, tag each of us in that post. And what that does is that helps the algorithm. And some people would get annoyed with being tagged, but if we're all mates, we shouldn't get annoyed with being tagged. And the other thing you should do is give a 2-paragraph comment on whatever that post is about. Not a like, not a heart, not a yeah, great post shit. None of that. Like, let's get active. Let's keep people engaged, because it doesn't matter what platform we're talking about, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram or whatever, the same algorithms work. If you're not engaging, you don't get engaged. And that's it's a bipolar thing. So if you engage, then Facebook spreads your message. If you don't engage, they don't spread your message. So even though you're commenting on somebody else's post, the fact you're engaging when you post, then they will send it out to more people because they know you're engaging, right? So that's a very easy thing. If all of us, when we got a post on any of the platforms, but tag everybody in this room, and I don't think anybody would object to that. And then comments, do a serious comment on that post, and then that will drive traffic to your own platform as well.
Thank you, Fred. Thank you very much.
And to help that out, Fred, if you've made that post and tagged the people, they made the comment, you need to respond to them, because that also helps.
Yep, 100%. Yep.
So listen, why don't we do this? I mean, let's not just talk about it. After this session or by tomorrow, why don't each of us make sure we do exactly what Fred just said? Exactly what Fred just said, all right? And so if you are creating a post, then tag Fred, John, Pat, myself, Janet, Santa Claus, Lydia, Bill, Alpha, Olga, and Jeff. Let's just start with that. Let's just start with that. But let's not just talk about it. Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay. And if we do that, we're working as a team. And I think the incredible opportunity, I mean, it'll open a whole lot more. It's not just the algorithm, Fred. It's your exposure and visibility. That's the key thing. So thank you, Fred. I totally 1000% support that. And in fact, that's something that Yvonne Jones put up last year. Okay, that very point. So,
but the comment is very important, because it's like it used to be that if you used a heart instead of the like, you got more exposure, right? Facebook are aware of that now, and that's not as good as what it used to be. So it's really all about engaging and putting content. And, you know, I fall into the trap sometimes, and I'll just post, yeah, great post, thanks, Peter, right? But really, if I responded to the post and gave my actual reaction to whatever the wording was in there, both parties, not just Peter, will get more exposure, but you, when you post next, will get more exposure because you've got a leg up in the algorithm.
Right. Facebook rates by the weight of the comment, basically.
Yep.
So you know, if your comment is less than 4 words long, it really doesn't care. It doesn't even consider it really a comment. Yeah, you got some exposure. That's it. But when it's longer than that, then it starts looking at it and says, okay, this person's getting a lot of engagement like that, and because of that, then your reach starts growing. They put you out further and further into the world, basically, you know, Facebook world, so that you have more exposure. So it's it's very important to give that type of thing. And there's certain things, actions besides that, like the heart still works. It does work. You got to use it accordingly. But I'm going on here, and there's other people that need to talk. So
wait a minute. Before we get to John, I don't want to embarrass you, Jeffrey, but I'd like everybody to go and look at the comments that Jeff Veal leaves. Okay? Because they are pretty darn clever. So thank you, Jeffrey. I mean, you've been extremely valuable to me. And you know what? The comments that people like Jeff leave add value to your post. Forget the algorithm, it adds value to your post. It makes your post so much better. So all I'm saying, if you get the chance, go and check out how Jeff goes about commenting on people. Sure, he'll play game with you and put a little icon there, but he also puts words in there. And the words sometimes challenge you. Sometimes he makes me think, oh my God, he's really getting a piece of me. Sometimes he does it in a way that makes me laugh, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just saying to you, Jeffrey, thank you. I think you do a very good job, mate. I didn't want to embarrass you, but it's the truth. Okay.
Depends on my mood, Peter. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I'll make them into an argument for the simple reason, if it's an argument, people will come back and respond. And that's what the whole purpose is. If you make it something like, oh, you're so nice, well, nothing's going to happen. Do you think, oh, that was nice? But if it's an argument, you go, oh, what do you mean by that? And then you can keep the thread going.
I agree. I mean, I did a post today.
And many of them are quite amusing, to say the least. And a few of them even age-related.
Yeah, it is true. Bonnie, nice to see you, by the way. We'll see you soon when you get your camera going. But just on the same line, I'm not sure whether I think I did it in our Facebook group. I definitely did it in LinkedIn. I did a post called "Stop Pissing Me Off" or something like that. It was that effect, right? And that has had incredible impact. And Jeff, you were part of it, by the way, because you commented on it, right? And just grabbing people's attention. You haven't got to be a brilliant comment writer at all. Just come up with something that gets people's attention, but more importantly, let's honor each other here. Okay, let's honor each other here by absolutely not letting each other down. From today on, let's put this list as who you deal with in terms of social media before you do anything else. If you do that, I think that'd be a fantastic way for this family to help each other. So,
Just on, if people are shy about what to comment, just grab the original post, drop it into ChatGPT and say, how would you respond to this?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
And it'll give you an essay basically that you can post.
Okay.
Now, it may not be ethical or whatever, if you want to call it that, but suddenly it gets the algorithm working for everybody and gets you more exposure.
Yeah. Thanks, Fred. Very much.
They can actually tell it to give it to you in so many words too, so it limits the length.
Yep.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor right now. If you got a bit of paper, just jot down John Allen, Pat Dreyer, Peter Beckenham, Janet Pacelli, Santa Claus, which Anthony Pacelli. We should have your right name right. I won't find Santa. I won't find Santa. Anthony Pacelli, Lydia, okay, Jeff Veal, Bill Pickett, Fred Gillen, Alpha Freeman. In fact, it'll be Al Freeman, not Alpha. Al Freeman, you'll find him under. Bonnie Hewitt and Olga. Okay, Olga's the name. Write those words down. Don't forget them. Put them next to your darn laptop, your computer, whatever it is, and then go make sure you tag them and they tag you. And let's start as from today. Okay.
And you can make it easier. You can actually go into Facebook and you can create a list. Okay. And it allows you to create a list, and when you're ready to take and tag your post, everybody on that list can be tagged. But you're only allowed remember, you're only allowed up to 19 people that you can tag at one time.
Well, we just stuck with this 10, and maybe if people join us, that may be a good reason for them to join us in the future, because they get part of this whole process, right? But right now we're talking about 10 people. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Okay. And you know what? 10's far better than none, and it'll make a huge difference.
I've dropped the screen grab in the chat.
Good. Thank you very much, Marty. John Allen.
Thanks, Peter. One of the things I learned, just staying on this topic for a second, I was reading an email the other day, and all the guy did was put in an address, and he put in 2 or 3 other things. I can't remember what they were, but they were very nondescript. And this guy, by the way, is a great copywriter and everything else. He asked what they pulled, and he said the results they got were astronomical. Like Peter said, it doesn't have to be the greatest, grandest, most wonderful title going. It could be anything. And the other thing that I've learned, how we can help each other, is just have a conversation with each of us. I know I've talked to some of you, I haven't talked to everybody yet, but just have a conversation, learn what each of us do and how we can help each other, because that's the big thing. I'll be willing to bet on here the majority of the people don't know what each and every one of us actually does. We read the descriptions in the chat, but do you really know what that person does and how it works? So my tip is reach out and talk to each of the people on here. You'll learn a lot, and that way you can help each other better. Thanks, Peter.
What's up?
Thank you. One last thing before we get to you, Pat. Okay, one last thing. When you're having a conversation with people, and I agree with that comment, John, because that sort of supplements what Fred's saying, right? That's building it even further from a conversation point of view. When you're talking to them, one of the things in order to get to really appreciate and understand someone is this, to say something like this. Pat, do you mind if we just step back a moment? Okay, do you mind if we just step back a moment and just seek Pat's permission? Tell me a little bit more about what you said about X, whatever it is, okay? That very simple sentence will create a conversation in a way that'll get you places that you never thought possible, okay? Seek permission, but do you mind if we step back a moment? In other words, you're not trying to push them forward at all. You're trying to really be with them. In other words, be present with them, okay? That is truly the key to success when it comes to having a conversation with a potential client or just a friend, whether to forget business, right? That's the key. Be present with them 100%. And you know what? That's easy to say, but my God, it's not easy to do because you've got so many things that can distract you. Anyway, that's food for thought, all right? But I can guarantee you, we've been doing it for a long time, and it's something that very few people do. They don't do it very well at all. They're not present with people. They think they are, but they're not. Okay? Pat, sorry, I got off my high horse. Over to you.
No worries. Instead of really coming up with how we can help each other, I was looking at more of a different way of looking at this. And that is really, you just have to understand that people are inherently good and they like to help. So if you need help with something, really just find somebody that's doing what you want, reach out to them, and you're going to find that people like to help. Well, at least most people like to help.
Yeah. So
I would just reach out and use Peter's question, or even use something like the, can you do me a huge favor, please? I'd really appreciate it. And then back into what Peter was saying.
Yeah.
So just take a different look and understand that people are there for you. They really are.
That's true, Pat, because many people think, oh, they wouldn't talk to me because they're too busy, they're too successful, etc. But you know what? Everybody got a heart. And you'll be surprised how many people will actually respond to a genuine plea for help. Not where you're trying to sell them anything, but where you are asking genuinely for help. I agree, Pat. That is a very good point. Very good point. And one question I asked him was very simply this. Tell me, Anthony.
Yes.
What attracted you to the profession that you're in right now? I'd love to hear a little bit about that story so I can learn from your experience. That is a really good way to start a conversation as well. Anyway.
Asking the questions, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's those type of very simple questions that are focused on them, not what you're about, on them.
Right. And the skill that a lot of people really need to hone in on in the business world is active listening. Active listening, and if you have to take notes, but it's that active listening so you can get to those questions that you want to pose to people, you know. And it's a skill that needs to be honed, and it's a simple skill yet difficult to master.
Very
because
difficult.
a lot of people have a message that they just have to get out there, but it's in listening you can get the message out better.
Yep. And the other thing is, don't be shy to tell people how you truly feel. Okay? I'm not going to say the words here, but there's one person on this call who knows this. And I told him today I loved him. Okay? Because that's how I felt. Okay? It's got nothing to do with romance, for God's sake. It's everything to do with appreciation you have. Okay?
Fraternal
Everything to do
love.
with the
Yes.
genuine appreciation you have for somebody. Because that helps
Absolutely.
conversation, it helps the relationships, it helps the trust. But more importantly, I mean, you're not on your own. We're not on our own anymore. Okay. And that's all part of this whole theme of this little group we've got here. That's the whole point of this question that we've got. How can we help each other more? That's why I thought it was so important to talk about it. Okay. Alpha, you got your hand
Absolutely.
up.
Yes.
Go.
I love this topic, Peter, honestly, because it's one of those topics where I always look forward to regarding help, especially with the podcast that I'm doing. And a lot of audience members, a lot of people that I interview on there are from this group or from this family. And I'm always reaching out to people, asking them for help. And also, like right now, I'm looking forward to actually branching and building my audience member. And one of the things I'm thinking about right now is actually reaching out to Mr. Fred, asking him this question, and also like how to gain more audience member, how to advertise more, how to get myself out there more with this show that I'm currently doing. Because it's definitely a challenge on a day-to-day basis, but most importantly, reaching out to you guys, this family that I have here as a support system has helped me out a lot, most importantly.
Yeah, you just need
And I
one
think
more
Fred has more
marketing
marketing
idea, that's
ideas.
all.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
But you say more marketing, Fred?
Yeah, happy to have a chat. Always open to having a chat. No problem.
Before
Right,
we go any further, because I don't want to just talk. I want to take action on this. I really just don't want to have a nice talk and everyone go away feeling good and nothing happens. Okay, that's a waste of time. Please make sure you go down to the three dots on the bottom of the chat. Can you see the three dots there? And save this chat. Save this chat, because in that chat you'll also find what Fred shared, which was a screenshot. Is that right, Fred?
Yeah, of all the names. Yeah, the people here with
Of all the
so,
names.
yeah.
So please do it now. Just do it now. Go down, see if you can find the three dots. If you can't find it, let me know. Click the three dots. It says more, and then click save chat. Now, Olga, you're on a mobile phone. You probably can't do that. So what I will do for you is I'll send you the chat in a message following this meeting. Okay?
Peter, if you can do the same thing for me, that'll be awesome. I'm using my phone right now as well.
Okay, two people. Alpha, chat, and
You
Olga.
people. Yep.
Oh, you too, Pat? You're still on the phone? Okay, Pat.
Yeah, I'm on the iPad, and it doesn't give me that opportunity.
Okay, chat. I'll do that too. Chat for Pat, for Alpha, and for Olga.
And then I'll get on Facebook here real soon and make me a list and check it twice, and we'll be good.
Okay, good. I'm excited about what we're doing. I really am. I think this can be something that can change your whole 2024. And it doesn't take much to start building a compounding effect. All right, who's next?
I didn't raise my hand, but I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
Basically, it's just about collaboration. There's so many ways you can collaborate with other people within your industry. And, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You helping each other. And And it's very powerful. If you look at any of the people that are at the top of the list here on social media, they're collaborating all the time. You see them, crossing over in channels and being on other people's events and what have you. They're doing that not just to promote themselves, but they're helping promote someone else along the way. And there's so many ways you can do that, and you can do that, like Fred was saying, just with the post. Now I'm going to be coming up with something. I have something that in the works, and it's going to be called the Engagement Dynamo. And it's going to be a group where you come in and everybody can post their stuff in there. Well, I'm not talking about posting ads and stuff like that where you're spamming, but put some posts in there, and then everybody takes and starts liking each other's posts within that. It'll help push your reach out in Facebook, and you start sharing. So there's lots of little ways you can take and actually get more and more engagement. And it's the more reach you have, the bigger the audience you have, and the bigger audience you have, the more impact you're going to have on in your business, and it isn't really that difficult. Just work together, share ideas, do little things. One idea that you give away isn't going to take, and you could charge for it, but helping each other in turn is going to help you back, because reciprocity. You help someone, they want to help you back. It just works that way. That's human nature.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you. Well done. Bonnie Hewitt, nice to see you. Our topic is, how can we help each other more? I don't know whether you were here for the original thing, but Fred started a very smart thing, and that is, I want you to think very seriously, can you comment on each of the people here when they do a post? I mean, you haven't got to do, even if you only did 1 or 2 comments a week. If you can't do it every day, fine, okay? I mean, I don't post every day, so it doesn't matter much, right? But for those who post 2 or 3 times a day, then I wouldn't expect you to do that either. And let's be realistic. But if you support each other as often as you can, and they support each other back, okay? And so you tag them on your post. And we are, with Bonnie, I'm just talking to you because you arrived a bit late. We are all going to accept the fact that we're going to be tagged by the other people in this group today. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, and I have a suggestion once you finish what you're saying.
Well then go. It's your call.
I don't want to say, okay, so I did miss the beginning. So if anybody already suggested this, forgive me, but there's we do this on LinkedIn. It's part of a group that I'm in, and it's an engagement group, and essentially tagging people is one way to do that. But you can also create like a group text, if you will, a group message, where once you post, you can actually copy the link to your post and drop it in the group, and that way people can comment when they have time. It's just another way to get the same, basically get the same result. I think the benefit to having people be tagged is that also allows the people that they're connected to see the post, depending on the privacy settings that the person who originally posted has their post set to. So I don't know if anybody mentioned that. So I just wanted to share that.
Well,
that's the idea of what I was saying about the engagement dynamo.
Okay, I might have missed that. Yeah.
Good point. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much, Bonnie. Okay, who else would like to say something? Olga, as you're walking along the river. She's not there. Okay.
I am here. It takes me time to unmute myself.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'll send you the
No
chat,
worries
by the
at
way,
all.
Olga. All right, I'll send you the chat.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
So any thoughts about how we can
Kids
work
me.
better?
How can we do better as a group here?
How can we help
think
each other more?
One crucial moment, which we often forget. Sorry, maybe it's too windy, but just yes, it's about having one-to-ones. Because we learn a little bit about each other, but we don't go into depth because there's not much time. But if you book one-to-ones, this is how you can build relationships. And actually, all your work is coming usually from I know for coaching or use my services because we were building relationships. So I think one thing what we can do is just to book one-to-ones. Some people want to connect. What is the first thing? Yes, here's a link, book a call with me. Because I know when we do those one-to-ones, this is when we build relationships. So I think how we can do better, have one-to-ones. That's my tip.
I think it's a great tip, and I think it's well worthwhile. Thank you, Olga. Right on the button. Very well said indeed. Okay, thank you very much. So everybody, get a chance, book a call with it. If you haven't done it yet, book a call with each other. Actually, I should put my one-on-one in the link as well. Sorry. I'd better do what I'm talking about. Who else would like to say something while I'm doing it? Jeffrey, okay.
Peter, and all you guys on here, let me tell you something. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody. You got to save yourself. Guys, we've got a Facebook group, and I've dropped in the chat many a time, and it's got some 300 guides worth probably $25,000 or $30,000 if you had to pay for them. And I doubt whether any of you have been to that group and even had a look at any of those guides. So rather than being paid, join these courses for $99 or $200 or whatever, go in, have a cup of coffee on the weekend, and go in and look at what you're interested in. ChatGPT, LinkedIn, how to grow your Facebook group, etc. Go in and have a look at all these resources because they're all there and it's all done for free. And we're on 4,000, I think 600 now. As soon as we hit 5,000, it's going to be a paid group because we're sick of after the last few years of putting all these guides here and nobody's utilizing them, which is almost like a waste of time. So that's my tip for the day, guys. And if you want any help, reach out. Happy to have a chat anytime. And I've done, like I said, marketing for 50 years. And if I don't know it, I'll know someone who does know. So please feel free to reach out, have a chat, and let's see where you're stuck. And let's see what we can do to help you get unstuck. Thanks very much, Peter.
Thanks, Jeffrey. I have actually been to your group a few times.
Did you read some of the guides?
Yes, one in particular. I'll talk later.
Fantastic.
Okay. Who else? Anyone? We've all had Lydia. You haven't said a darn thing about this. Come on, I see your beautiful smile, but I don't hear you.
I agree. A one-on-one will very much do us more good, getting to know one another, knowing what you get to do, where you are stuck, where someone can unstuck you, and all those stuff. Yes.
Excellent. Excellent. So take up Olga's idea and book a one-on-one. Do me a favor. Put your calendar link or whatever it is in the chat. All right. Because the reason Lydia's here, because just a week ago I met her for the first time and we had a lovely time. I really enjoyed talking with her, right? Because she is a very special lady. I mean, to me, it's all about, we only have one shot at this world, for goodness sake. Let's make the most of every darn day we've got, right?
Okay.
So thank you. Love you dearly, Lydia. Thank you very much. Anyone else? Okay, well, let's call it quits. Time's up. Thank you very much indeed for your contributions. I appreciate you. And let's not just talk about it. Let's do it. I've even written a list down of all the people who are here on my piece of paper to make sure I start as from tomorrow. So I've got to be as good as my word.
There's a couple of things on that, Pete. I just tried to connect with some people. I put a post up on Facebook and I tried to tag a few people and I'm not connected. So that's an important thing. Let's all connect and make sure we're
Right,
connected.
you have to connect.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Good point. Good point. So please, that's the other thing for the 10 or 11 other people here. Make sure we're connected with each other, and do it both on Facebook and LinkedIn if you can. If you're on both platforms, if not just on Facebook. All right. Okay.
Also for the people, Peter, also for the people in North America, I know there's some of us, Santa and Janet, are on Alignable. That for the people in North America, that can be a great lead source as well.
Good point.
It's a free program.
Good point. Yeah,
And
good point. So is there a link to Alignable that people, I mean, that someone like Pat or Anthony could go to easily?
Anthony and Janet are already on it, along with myself and Yvonne and a few other people. But it's alignable.com. If anybody wants the link, and it's only in North America right now. They haven't gone to Europe or anything. But if anybody here in North America wants the link, and I believe Bonnie's on it as well, can just reach out to me and I'll be glad to give you the link.
Okay. Good on you, John. Thank you very much indeed.
You can also set up an account if you've got a VPN anyway. So if if you're out of their zone, you just set up a VPN and you can set up an account on it.
Sometimes VPN doesn't work, but Fred, I use a VPN in order to get to certain television stations to watch sport, and they pick me up. They won't let me do it.
Yeah, but they know you, Peter. Your profile is out there. They realize it's Peter.
More marketing ideas. Janet, you got your hand up before we go.
Yeah, real quick, I gotta get back to work here, but what John was saying about Alignable, they do these, like, I call them speed dating. You join these groups, and it like doing one-on-ones. You meet with like all the people in the room. You get to meet with them for a few minutes. So it's a great way to broaden your horizons and meet a lot of new people.
Feed marketing.
There's another network called Happy Network Project. Anyone ever heard of that? HNP.
Happy Network.
You've heard of it, Fred. I know you have, right? Happy Network Project. If you're interested, let me know. I've got no commercial interest in it whatsoever, but they meet all over the world, not just in Australia. Okay. So if you're interested, let me know. I haven't got the link to put in the chat. I'm sorry, but just contact me and I'll find it for you. All right.
Santa put the link in for Alignable. It's alignable.com.
Excellent. Thank you, John, very much indeed. All right. Thank you, everybody. Love you all. And I'll see you next week. And I just appreciate your help and support and your care. And most importantly, I'm really excited about moving forward as a team, as a family.
One thing before you go, Peter, I'd like Santa put a link in, but it's not clickable because it doesn't have the HTTPS before it.
Yeah, do me a favor. That's a good point.
Yeah, just moving forward, if you put links in anywhere, make sure you've got the HTTPS column.
Make the darn thing linkable. That's clickable. Good point, Fred. Well done. All right. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your walk, Olga, and talk to you all. And thank you again very much indeed. Okay. See you next week. Take care.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everyone. Keep shining, everyone. Keep shining.
Okay.
And get one more marketing idea in. And I just did. Yes.
Go away.